Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start.
Oh, you don't want me to bring it back?
On Sunday Night Football.
What if I stun the Patriots?
First and 10. On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. This defense all over this one, making him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Ewing. It's a short one, caught by Bowers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Second down and 3.
7. Brings up second and 3 at the Patriots.
Once again, it's Genty. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Raider first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ewers looking to throw. And he's in. Get back. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing right away, it's May. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On second down, it's May. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's Genty. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And third down coming up. Let's go. Throwing from the gun is Ewers. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And on third down, that ball incomplete. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
What a beaut, what a beaut, what a beaut. Let's go!
Special teams will mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Maynard on 1st and 10. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. It's a gain of 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. There's no 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 2nd down. May. That is brought in.
Damn.
And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, New England. No problem there on the extra point. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Andrew Makuba from his safety spot to make the stop. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing now. Ewers. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Run right up the gut of Genty. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Ewers. To the end zone, but it is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. He was 3rd down. Throwing is Ewers. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. They've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he will score! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's May. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Patriots. First down.
We'll go play action with May. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. That is catch number 60 for the season.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
I was waiting for that run last time.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big-time play for Vegas to gain of 43 yards.
Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down throw for Ewers. We get this complete to his tight end Bowers.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go play action with Ewers.
Right to him.
The middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCooper. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Right to him, man.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Keanu Benton getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. May to throw on 2nd down. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down. A gain of 15. And a Patriot first down.
To throw is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an
Here's
injured
elbow
player
in the
to
ball in
look
his
at.
elbow. Making no
From
sense.
the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Genty. Good running inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Ewers. Open man is Besh. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run.
And he's in! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Yeah, and a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah
Nasty.
Pacheco. Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point is good. And the Pats are back within 4. It's 21-17. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First and 10 for Ewers. That's caught by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
For a Las Vegas first down.
They'll run the toss to Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must.
And now when you look at this, it's a fake.
How do you not fucking turn around for that?
Incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one.
No, they were not, bitch. He just missed.
It's going to lead to a turnover on
That's so good.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To throw on first down is May. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman.
How the fuck?
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
What the actual fuck, bro?
It is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And the Patriots
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, New England. On play action, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Working out of the gun. It's May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Second
Come on, bro.
On the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Oh my God.
Complete on
How do
the
I not
track.
get that?
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Pacheco.
Should've stayed. Fuck.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
All right.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
I'm going to do something here.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Run out of the gun for Genty. And managed to pick up about 4. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty.
Ooh.
He's got a 1st down inside the 45. And he will score again. Justin Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And it adds up to 16 now on the season. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Oh my God, bro.
That is his 1st extra point miss of the season. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, Travion Henderson. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now. May. Going up top. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
First and 10.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Man left side, it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. A handoff to Pacheco, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth and goal. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Sorry, I'm eating, bro. I need to eat something.
A run right here, and it's Gentry. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. Second down and 8.
Up second and 8. At the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Ewers now, he'll throw on first down. That is taken in left side by Thornton. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4. Let's go now. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Okay, ready? They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Gentry. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
On play action, here's Ewers. Incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air once more is Ewers. That's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own.
How is that not PI?
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's hit through the catch, and the ball comes free.
Oh, he fell on it. What a fucking bitch, bro.
Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Patriot first down.
On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
May to throw on second down. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Patriots first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Throwing on first and 10 is May.
Hmm.
That is caught. What a throw. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, New England. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Makes the score
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a
myself,
two-score
man.
advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to
The
be
strip,
had to
I
claw yourself
fucking
back in
user
it.
stripped it and it went his way.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
I don't know what more I could do there, bro.
Out of the gun, here's Ewers. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. He's across midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
A gain of 36 yards.
Let's go.
And the Raiders
First down throw for Ewers. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
intended for
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the
Okay.
Patriots are going to
being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He's into the clear again. To the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 88 yards.
That was
Touchdown,
nasty.
New England. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half.
The kick is good.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
Tackled by Christian Gonzalez.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 23-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. On first and 10, Ewers. They look middle, and it's caught by Beck.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That is catch number 60 for the season. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's Genty. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a gain of a
Second
yard.
and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Get up.
Throwing from the gun is Ewers. That'll be incomplete.
How?
Now we are down
How the
to
fuck?
likely just one more play. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Here we go. One final play. Forced out left. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. It fought to the end, but still will come up short. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots.
Folded.
This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.